swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Looking for a crease to the left. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
Just keeps moving. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Motion from the wideout. Smith dropping to pass. A little release to the back. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after it.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Smith wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Coming out with it, it's Cooks. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Nicholson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on second and short. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it, fired complete. Breaks into the open. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Smith dropping to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He lets one fly deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Military stun! Military stun!
They'll run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check. Kevin Connors, what's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Military, stop.
Smith wants to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. Across the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The throw. Got his man on the right. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Finish.
Smith dropping to pass. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown time! And the route is on.
Really nice working the route and getting himself. Was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27. Picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw. But they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. Hey. At the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Right back up top on second and 10. Right on target this time. turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Going to sling it on second down. Gets it out quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the fourth quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the pressure. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Looking to buy time. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Whips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Nicholson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf.
And he's got it inside the 10.
First down, Alabama.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. And they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now. And they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's now 4th and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. stands in and takes the hit. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. Both of